Hey! Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jade Monkey. We're back here in Rust to talk about that Rust Console Edition for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, next generations, and everything in between. And today we're going over the cargo ship update information. It's not the update yet. They actually put an official update as far as like where it's at and what's going on. So that's what that is. And then we're going over the skin picks that came out today for July 14th, 2022. I call them the Jade Skin Picks. I'm glad we got some deployables this time. Okay, so first and foremost, again, cargo ship is Oceanbound. That is going to be on public, I was going to say playtest branch, but I mean, I guess it is. Public testing branch, also known as PTB. If you have Deluxe or Ultimate, it is a separate download. The only reason I'm saying this is we still get a lot of people that are like, hey, what is that? So I want to make sure that people have access if they did get it. PTB happens first. It cooks there for about 2 to 3 months, yada, yada, yada. So we're basically saying, hey, when does cargo ship come for that? So we did get an official response from Mr. Pedro from Double 11. He says, I see a lot of people asking in chat, and just to clarify, we're still on track for a mid-July release for cargo ship. Beautiful. We can't give a specific date just yet, as we want to run a few more tests internally to make sure everything is okay. Once more information is available, I'll be sure to share it with everybody. In another announcement, we cannot wait for you all to have a chance to try it. It says, hope you're all having an amazing week. So there you go. So basically, next week, question mark, maybe, possibly, don't know. I'm hoping they give us a heads up beforehand before we hit like that mark again. So, you know, it's looking like maybe sometime next week. You know what's crazy though? I guess it could still technically be a Friday. These things don't typically drop on a Friday, but I'm putting my expectations for next week until they tell us otherwise. That's basically where I'm at for that right now. So, anyways, cargo ship's going to be great. All right, so on to the next piece here as we've got the skin picks cooking. Let me go up here. So we've got our first set for the skin store rotation. This will last roughly 2 weeks, depending on when you watch this. I usually have the date with me, but I don't know what it is offhand. Anyway, so the Ghillie Scout is 950 Rust coins. If you buy the bundle, that's a 30% savings. We've got a lot of entry stuff here, like burlap and whatnot, that's all 4SD camo. I'd say this is probably the most functional piece. If you've got the RC, I'd say this one's quite good. I think the bundle's nice if you're going to go for active, useful skins. Okay, so on to the other piece here, which I think this is my personal favorite. Thank goodness we finally got some deployables. Haven't had a chance to try these out in game, so I don't know how well this one glows here, but we've got the fruit architecture going for 500 RC. Also, I think is quite a steal. Probably the best buy, and I think probably the best set. For novelty, this is probably the most functional set, if that makes sense. But I think this is probably the best buy out of everything because it's 500 RC and it's deployables, and I freaking love deployables. And tell me this rock isn't like the best thing you've ever seen. Oh, oh, oh. Anyways, looks like the bundle's going for 500 RC. I think I did just hit that. Oddly enough, because you'll probably want the rock, that's the most expensive piece here. 200 Rust coins. Then you have the two deployables. We have the large wooden box, one with the container open, one with it closed, kind of, like bundled up. We got the satchel charge that says bakery on it, the furnace for 100 RC, and the water purifier. These will be more of a thing when Farming 2.0 comes online. Also, I mean, it's got a dependency on electricity, so a lot of things have to come first, but it's kind of cool to see that. And it kind of looks like a Lego man head, doesn't it? Kind of. All right, so this is what the satchel looks like. It says bakery. Kind of dope, not going to lie. And the fact that it's bundled with everything else, I'm like, yeah, okay. I'll get this for sure. Here's more of the bigger preview. I would have done these other weapons here, but they were a little glitchy. Not weapons, these are clothes. But it was a little glitchy on the preview, so these were the only ones really coming through. So which begs me to, it begs the question, it leads me to believe that there's some glowing pieces on there and somehow the preview was messed up. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll be playing these in game, so we'll let you guys know. Okay, the third and final set for July 14th, 2022. We have the tribal weapons going for 1050 RC. And then we've got, that's the 30% savings if you go with the whole thing. We've got a lot of great weapons here. You got the Bolty, you got the Timothy, you got the Pumpy MP5 and the LR300. All guns that we like to use. These are looking pretty sharp. Again, didn't have a chance to really see if these glow or not. I'm not completely opposed to it, because like if you're kind of moving in as a squad and you've kind of blown the element of surprise, it's not too bad. You know what I mean? Especially if you're just going in the daytime. So yeah, I'm a fan of some of the glowing in certain situations. These definitely look sharp. If you want to big D it too on a server, you can always just be like, hey, I'm a lightning bug, come get me. You know what I'm saying? So this one's the most expensive. Is that right? Yeah, because the other one was like 950. I tell you what, I do appreciate the fact that they brought the prices down for these. Because remember the ice one was cool, but it was like 2,000 something. Like again, I don't know the process or the artist that they use for this or like how much it cost them to do that other one, but I was like, that was a bit steep. You know what I mean? It still got it. Don't get me wrong, but you know, not everybody has the ability to get RC all the time, so I get that. So there you go. I would say, yeah, we got the Jade picks, right? I think the best set for me is definitely this. The most functional set is this. You almost want to buy these as sets. And if you're looking for individual pieces, this is tough. I guess pick the weapon that you think you'll use the most. Use the most. I'm a big fan of Tommy, the Timothy, because it's tier 2. It takes bullets. It's something you always have. It's very, very accessible. The assault rifle's good, but like it's so. Again, going off uh, the the idea of which one you're going to use the most. These are so expensive. I usually take them off of players. So for me, it's probably the Timothy if I'm going to go singles and maybe an MP5. But that's just me. But I'd say pick the weapon if you're going to go individual for this piece. I'd say pick the weapon that you think you either like the most or probably use the most. But let's be honest. The use makes more sense because you're not going to put on a skin that you don't have researched, am I right? Or don't have. So I don't know. That's just kind of the way I look at it. But there you go. That's the Jade picks. That's the cargo ship as we know it for right now, July 14th, 2022. Basically, it's looking like maybe a next week, possibly a Friday. Like I said, I set my expectations to next week. And if we get a Friday, sweet. We'll definitely let you guys know as soon as that does occur. And yeah, if you're looking for, you're like, hey, that's cool and all, but like, I'm just looking for custom servers and whatnot, right? Well, you know what? I don't have it on the end screen here, so I guess I'll just put it on the end screen, not an actual. I thought I had this up on the wall. Anyways, if you want to know more about custom servers, I will put it up on the end screen now. That's our estimation as to when we think it's going to occur. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Love your bush.